My parents tried to hide me from the world. I was 9 years old when my parents sat me down and told me I could never go outside again. They said there were crazy people out there waiting to kidnap me, that if I stepped 1 foot out the door, I'd be gone forever. And being 9, I believed them. I didn't question it. I didn't argue. I just nodded and watched as they started locking the doors with padlocks I'd never seen before. Fast forward 4 years, I hadn't been outside once. No school, no friends, no birthday parties at the park. Just me, homeschooled in the living room while my parents went out with literal weapons strapped to them. Axes, bats, a crowbar duct taped to my dad's backpack. They said it was to protect themselves from the psychos trying to get them. I thought this was normal, like everyone just stayed inside, scared out of their minds. I figured other kids were probably locked in their houses too, watching the world through windows like some kind of zoo exhibit in reverse. One day my parents left for the store, weapons and all, and a few hours later, aggressive banging on the door. I froze. No one had knocked in over 10 years. A voice yelled, "Police, open the door now." My heart stopped. This was it, the kidnapper pretending to be a cop. I grabbed the bat by the couch and screamed at him to leave. He kept demanding I open it, and I kept saying no. When I heard the back door creak open, my parents, they ran to me, covered my mouth, whispered that the officer was trying to take me. That's when the guy started kicking the door in. My parents shoved me upstairs and grabbed their weapons, ready to fight. When the door flew open and 10 cops with guns drawn stormed in, I watched from the steps as they restrained my parents on the floor. My mom was screaming, "Don't take him, he's ours." My dad was trying to swing at one of the officers before they tackled him. I didn't understand. I thought the cops were the bad guys. I thought my parents were the heroes. One of the officers came up the stairs, slow, hands up like he was approaching a wild animal. He said, "Hey, it's okay, you're safe now." I backed into the corner, bat still in my hands, and said, "Safe from what? You're the ones breaking in." He looked at me like I just said something heartbreaking. Then he asked, "When's the last time you went outside?" I didn't answer. He asked again. I said, "I don't remember." He said, "Your mom's friend called us. She was worried about you." I blinked. "What friend?" "My mom doesn't have friends." He nodded. "She does. And she said your mom talked about you all the time but never brought you anywhere. Never showed pictures. She thought you were dead or something." He asked, "What do you think is out there?" I said, "Kidnappers, murderers, people who want to hurt me." He just stared at me. Then he said, "Kid, the only people who've been hurting you are downstairs." I didn't get it. Not until they took me outside for the first time in 4 years. The sun felt wrong. The air felt too open. I kept looking around for someone to grab me, but no one did. Just people walking dogs, kids riding bikes, a guy mowing his lawn. Normal stuff. Stuff I thought didn't exist anymore. The officer grabbed my arm, told me I was being sent to another family.